Okay.
So if
Yeah.
you're saying good content is complaining about not being able to get high, then I don't know what it is. Welcome into the Cafe Nightly Show. It
Were we
is.
on this whole
Oh, we
time?
are now. We
We
are
are
Okay.
on
now. You
now.
said go live, and he went live. He did what you said. Jeez.
Jeez, I do what I'm told. Welcome into the Cafe Nightly Show. I'm your host, the Goldsmith. It is the 28th of March, 2025. We have an announcement in the game of Upland, which we have some thoughts on. People have some thoughts on. We have the opportunity to talk a little bit about, and it's a takeover. It is the entirety of what we want to do tonight, this Friday night, Friday the 28th of March, to talk about Genesis Week 2025 or lack thereof, or what that means, or what the announcement means, and have two guests tonight, Too Stupid to Win and More Cheese, and I just kind of want to turn everything over to that conversation, the conversation about why did Upland wait to announce it if it is a real announcement? What does it mean? And hear what other people have to think. So I'm going to get started by getting the disclaimer out of the way. I'm going to be keeping my eyes open on the comments because I want to see what people think. And then, of course, More Cheese and Too Stupid to Win. I want to hear two different takes and be part of that conversation as well. So all views, opinions expressed by myself, mine and mine alone, should be taken as game strategy and financial advice that represent the game of Upland, the team of Upland, myself, the Goldsmith, the Cafe Nightly Show, are not represented by the individuals, the guests that we do and contributors who we do have on, and that's about it. How are we doing tonight, Too Stupid and More Cheese?
I'm happy. Leave me alone.
Oh my god!
Do you want to argue? I can't
No, I don't
argue
argue
with you. You mad? I can't
Yeah.
argue with you. No. Look at
Yes,
you.
yes.
Look at you.
Look at me, what?
You mad. Look at you. You're big mad. It's a song.
Yes. Oh my
Leave me
god!
alone.
That's
I'm
me.
happy.
That's me.
This is my best attempt at staying happy in the situation.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
I'm
Too
doing
Stupid,
good?
Harry. Yeah, you're doing great. If you're not screaming, you're doing great.
I'm just trying to make sense of this announcement because it's in the window of an April Fool's joke, but it deals with people's money. But it's got to be an April Fool's joke.
If it is, that'll make me angry.
Make a lot of people angry.
Like that's a really bad taste. April Fool's joke, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, you're gonna make people why make people mad twice? Because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make people mad when they make the announcement, and then make people mad when they like, oh, we were joking. Now maybe people made choices. Maybe people decided they're gonna do something different. Maybe people, I don't know, spent the money they would have otherwise spent.
What did Cheese do?
She jumped out.
She's like, I'm out. She's
Where's
like, no G Week, no live G Week. I'm out.
There is a cheese. And now my S isn't working. So somebody overly beat this keyboard to play video games. And it was working before. No, I'm like a child, probably.
Oh, okay.
I don't beat keyboards. That's not how you win video games. You know, button mash. But come on, Cheese, get back. But as I'm working on Cheese getting back, I want to do this. I'm gonna share this announcement. Oh, there she is. See, we were so confuzzled. We almost left.
We were like, Cheese left. I'm out.
I'm out.
I was
because
like,
he said you were going to be here.
I know. I was like, I wanted to log in, and then I'm like, oh, there's a login button right there, and then I pressed it, and then like kerfuffled.
That's good. That was good. See, we're gonna leave this up as our background now because this is what the deal is. I'm gonna jump over the comments real quick, and then obviously, what? Yeah.
Zoom in so the viewers can read it.
Oh, you're telling me you want people to read? Jeez, there we go.
There you go. That's good. Nice job.
Look at that.
Now I'm just gonna help you.
Wow. I mean, now I can read it, so that makes it easy. So before we jump in, I do have some people with some comments jumping in already. I think we already hear this idea of if that's on an April's Fool joke, that will be a nail in the coffin for the community of Upland from City Pigeon.
You know how they could redeem themselves, and this is a freebie for Upland. This is what they do. Quote, we made a mistake, and we see that now. G Week will now be in person and virtual. Please accept our apologies. And I'll respond. Yes, I accept it. Thank you. Like, you're forgiven. Please don't hurt me again like this. And then it would be water under the bridge.
It would take a little more than that for me.
No, I mean, don't it's a good cop out. It's a good cop out.
I want a damn stuffed llama. Tell them you need more.
No, I still didn't get my stuffed llama.
That's me too.
Orlando told Lizette to give it to me. She even took my address down, and that was like a year ago. So I don't want to hear about stuffed animals anymore. None of any sort. And please take City Pigeon's message off my face.
Well, is it blocking?
Put some respect on my face.
There you go. I guess I could move your face, but I guess it was blocking it, huh? So the announcement, obviously, nothing too crazy here without jumping in. Genesis Week 2025 is being moved to digital-only festivities. Epic Genesis live events in Las Vegas, not happening. They were so great. People loved them, but we decided not to do them. Is that the gist?
So you say it's an annual tradition. It brings players together, creating unforgettable experiences, delivering amazing value to those who attend. So we're just going to wait this year because it makes perfect sense.
Was it my comments about the scrambled eggs? I could live without the scrambled eggs, Upland. I'm sorry. I'll take donuts and a fruit platter.
You didn't have to eat the scrambled eggs.
Hey, wait a minute.
We didn't get scrambled eggs last year. They were cold and hard-boiled vegan eggs. What are vegan eggs? What the hell are vegan eggs?
I guess they weren't fertilized. I don't know. I don't know. No, that was a rough one. I mean, they decided to change the breakfast up a little bit, but it was a lot better than not having a live in-person event. It was a lot better than doing some little, I don't know, scavenger hunt in the virtual game of Upland.
It's just hard to process that they acknowledged. And, little shameless plug here. If you watched so far the 28 days of 31 Uplanders in 31 days, the majority of people say it's the community and G Week. Those are the two biggest things that people were commenting on.
Yeah.
You just spoiled my game.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we gotta do it now. Okay, here's my game. I'm gonna ask you both a question, and we'll see what you have to say. More cheese. What was your favorite part of the 2024 year in Upland? What was the
scrambled
best thing
eggs? Wait, no, that's not it because I didn't get any.
Okay. No. In the entire year.
Out of the whole year.
Yeah. What was the best part of the entire year of 2024?
I don't know. I was high most of the year. I gotta say, going to G Week. Did I answer it right? Am I right? Ding, 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 ding. What did she win? A fucking prize. Why'd you invite me on the show?
Too stupid. What was your favorite part of 2024?
G Week.
G
Being in Vegas and hanging out meeting new Uplanders and getting to reconnect with old Uplanders. I mean, that's it. The year starts and ends with G Week.
I think it was really telling at the end of the year. We were doing the year-end extravaganza, and it was, what was your favorite part of 2024? And that was being asked by Dirk, and it was like, yeah, G Week. And I'm like, I feel stupid saying the same answer, but G Week. And
they were too stupid. Sorry, go on. I'm sorry.
And then we asked the question, okay, when's G Week? That was a question during the year-end event.
Sorry.
Who the founder of the game, who mentioned, this idea of we're thinking about changing things up, but they were acknowledging that was something they were thinking about. G Week was something they were thinking about over 6 months before G Week was going to happen.
Yes.
And we know how big a part it is of the game. And this was 3 months and change ago, almost 4 months ago, that we're having that event. And 4 months later, they can just drop this, without thought about the I don't know, the effect that people playing, all of those pieces rolled into one.
Shouldn't we have voted on this?
Oh my gosh!
Why do we vote on stupid stuff? Why can't we vote on stuff like this? Like have G Week in person, but like just have no scrambled eggs as last year, or do virtual and like you can make your scrambled eggs at home. I vote for no scrambled eggs and in person.
Would you rather? Would you rather do G Week at home with scrambled eggs or live in Vegas without scrambled eggs?
Yeah. I'll do live in Vegas without scrambled eggs.
Okay.
I'll take one for the team.
Fair enough. I guess that's my saying. I'll ask that question to Too Stupid. Is not that question, but a little different one. And because I was thinking about what I like about G Week and what other people like about G Week. But oh, there you go. Would you rather have a in-person event where you get to spend time with? There you go. Spend time with other Uplanders, or listen, a multi-city race like one that you participated in, and what did you get? Second place, third place?
Yes.
Oh, fifth place. There you go. And travel between cities and virtually do so and not be in person. Which would you rather do for Genesis Week this year?
Really?
Answer it right, and we'll be your friend.
I would rather be at G Week.
Well,
interacting, completing the bingo card that we put together. Jeez,
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to distract. I'm sorry.
I heard him start typing. I'm like, who is she typing?
And that's right. And you hear me typing. Okay.
I saw who she was typing. I was like,
okay,
good job, jeez. Good jeez.
Continue, Jim. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Because you hardly talk. You're like the guy from Clerks.
Are you calling me Silent Bob?
Yeah. TML's Jay.
Oh my god.
But yeah, hanging out at G Week, you get there a couple days early and you get to, as people roll in and hang out with them. And it's just a fun time. And, I don't think everybody would be too upset if you didn't do a big event afterwards. It was cool hanging out, watching Edon's band 2 years ago and just being there at the hotel. And you get more time with people when, it doesn't have to go from morning to night. It's just that experience. You happy hour the night before and people hang around for after that's over. And it's just a great time. So, I mean, yeah, it just makes no sense because projects like this, you have your timeline of, hey, 9 months out, ensure reservations here, 10 months out, or so you work your way all the way down. So somewhere in there, the toggle switch, a yes or no, should have made that decision early last year, not 2 months out.
Has a karaoke machine. Like we don't need Edon if Edon wants to just chill out with the scrambled eggs, he could just sit in the audience and eat his scrambled eggs, and then we could do really bad karaoke on stage.
Well, I mean, even if they scaled back Genesis Week, and there's many ways they could have, but even if they scaled back Genesis Week, the tickets cover a portion. We know that with all the food and all the events, I don't think the tickets didn't cover all the costs. We know that.
No.
Upland's subsidizing it. Well, even if Upland scaled things back and said, here's a ticket cost, you're paying this amount, this is what we're giving you, and the list of amenities were a lot lower. We weren't going to go-karts. We weren't doing, for example, we didn't have as large of a ballroom or as large of an event space, and it was just a meetup. Let me ask you, Cheese. Yeah. Would you still go and do that?
I would go if it was just going to a conference room and there was coffee and donuts. I would go if it was bring your own coffee and donuts. Just to go and just to go, you know? I don't need all the extras. I know it's always a thing where you have to do better than last year. Who cares? I'd rather whatever. Oh, they could phrase it differently. They could say, hey, listen, we're not going as big this year because we're preparing for something else that's big. But if you still want to come out and see us all, like come out and see it. It's not going to be as grand, but it'll be grand later, sort of thing. Like, come on, hire some PR person.
Yeah,
I'll do it for free. You need some help writing a announcement.
They use AI for that now, Cheese.
Well, AI is not working. They're not using it right.
I mean, and you don't have to make it run all day either. You don't have to make it run all day because the people that operate their booths, they miss out on a lot of stuff. So, you can do the founders talk. You can make a couple cool announcements, do some giveaways, do a city release, and maybe have a panel or two about something. And then just have people interact with the booths or have time for the booths. You could structure it and you can scale it back. And it's not you don't have to do flashy things there. It's just a chance to network and talk with people. You don't have to do the hackathon. I know people look forward to the hackathon, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
It's just the ability to hang out, have fun, and meet new Uplanders and run into old Uplanders.
Look at Goldie's face. He looks like he's going to say something really conspiratorial.
No,
it's
not. That's a perfect word. It's not conspiratorial, but the idea of did we run up too big of a bill with the open bar at Casbah? I apologize. We'll just go.
Apologize. Was it you? Was it you?
I'm sorry. This year we just get a couple jugs of Boone's Farm and we'll be fine. That's what we'll do.
Bring your own beer. But no, they did try to. They did try to beat up Boulder when he tried to bring in crackers. So I don't know. They got to work around that. Poor Boulder.
Oh my God.
But it just still doesn't make sense to me that why they have to take a step back to evaluate how they can continue to make it even bigger and better. Nobody was asking for bigger and better.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. So I used to work in a lot of startups in New York after Goldman. And when you first work in a startup, it's like spend. Oh my God, everything is great. Here's a credit card. I don't care what you spend on it. Do this event. Until we started getting bids for a buyout. And then we had to make our books look great. We had to make everything
lean. And then
get over here, Bacon. Get out of here, Bacon. Here's something leaner. Remember that commercial? Sizzling. They don't make that anymore.
There's a reason why.
Hey.
Here's something
new.
Something meatier.
But
I don't know.
But they do have investors now. They do have investors. They do have to report out on stuff because people do have private equity now in the company. But still, you wouldn't be doing that to rebalance your books or get lean and then lead with the statement even bigger and better. So
you know what it is? I love Upland, but a lot of the time they ask for forgiveness instead of permission, sort of thing. So it's like they could say whatever they want. And then like a couple months down the line, Squall will be like, we never said that. And if we did, it's okay.
No, it's not forgiveness, Cheese. They asked for amnesia. Forget that we said that. We didn't say that. Oh, did we say soon? We meant like 2 years down the line.
I'll follow my comment with Upland is the only web crypto game that I've ever made money on. So there you go.
Well, there you go.
So you're like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. But it's true. It's true.
Yeah, I like conspiratorial though. Is Upland posed for a buyout? Because I had that idea. Like I've said it a few times. And people are like, "Oh, Goldie, what are you saying?" When I say, "I'll see you if there's another Genesis week," and I wasn't referring to them deciding not to do an in-person event because you never know when you're talking about startups. You never know with a startup where that energy ends, and it's you wake up. I've been in part of multiple games and communities where one day the lights are on, the next day, oh, wasn't it fun when?
Well, I don't think it's going to go away. I didn't
Yeah.
mean anything like that. I
No,
just think there's going to maybe, perhaps, sort of, kind of, probably be new ownership.
But, well, I don't. Again, I'm not saying Upland is going away. I don't necessarily think that's the case. But it was like it was fun, and it was everyone last year was thinking about what's happening next year. How is this going to what the event's going to be like? Can't wait to see you in a year. And part of me said, I'll see you in a year if they do the event again. But now I'm not even saying that. Now I'm saying, with Upland's blessing, what are we going to do without Upland's in-person live event?
Cody's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to try to stay alive. That's what I'm going to do.
Broke my heart. My heart's broken because I couldn't dance. Upland didn't even want me around. I'm not back. Well, I will be back if we do this on our own.
Yeah.
You want to talk more on that?
Do you want to talk on that publicly?
No,
privately. Yeah,
I was trying to get you in trouble.
Oh, to say more and instead of less? No, I'm not going to put out any secrets.
All right.
But I think it's really important. I mean, let's look at that piece, right? Too stupid.
Like looking for the exit.
No, Too Stupid brought this up. In the pre-roll before we got started. But this idea, and here it is, right here at the bottom. If I pop this back up, ooh,
pop that back up.
Yeah, put that back up. Almost there.
Oh, you're getting there.
We're almost there. Where's the one? Where is it? There it is. I knew we could find it. If we look down here at the bottom, that little piece that's important. Stay tuned for more details and get ready to celebrate with us. Yay, I'm so excited. In case some of you want to organize your own in-person, in real life events during Genesis Week, please reach out to us to coordinate potential collaborations. I got a punchline on that. The punchline on that is if they are in the position to coordinate collaborations, if they are going to be able, just do it. Just do it. Or do you need us to tell you how to run a freaking event? I think there's people in Upland who probably have event experience.
Be nice.
I mean, Thursday you do the meetup. Friday you figure out where you can rent a little a space big enough for everybody that comes in. Ask for just a little bit to help with the cost to rent a room, and we can pick our own panels. And they'll probably have a city release that week, so we'll sit there and do the city release together, and then maybe it's instead of a hackathon, you just do the tables will just be people pitching their projects that they're working on. So
And Upland doesn't have to fly every single Upland staffer in from all over the world first class. Bring half of them. Bring the people who like. I loved that we had so many high ranking or so many people who in Upland that they brought their accountants, that they brought people who were in the game who we didn't see every day. I thought that was amazing, and I think it is amazing if they can continue to do that. But if they can't do that, and you can only bring half your staff or a third of your staff to manage costs, I would be okay with not bringing, somebody who didn't, so in some cases, want to or need to be there, and we'll just have fun with the ones that can.
Yeah, and we could help out. I remember last year, I even asked X1, you guys need any help? And he's like, we got it under control. But we could help out. We could do some stuff. Look at Team's face. Look at that beautiful face. He looks so happy in that picture. He's a very happy person. I met him at G Week.
Really?
Wow. First G Week.
Yeah.
He wasn't there last year?
No, TM only went to the first G Week.
No, not last year, not year before. We thought he was going to potentially be there last year, but
what the hell's wrong with you, TM?
He wasn't.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I think he was going to, and then he didn't. But
see, he'll go to this one if we do it. They will.
He'll probably go to Vegas just to do it.
We just gotta find out who will lick SC Kicker's leg this year. That's all.
Oh, geez.
Who will lick it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because somebody was licking his leg last year.
Who was it?
We'll talk off air on that.
Wasn't
me.
Public shit.
Jeez,
Wasn't me
Oh,
either.
I think I might know who.
All of a sudden he looks down and somebody's licking his leg.
Yeah, I have
my
a feeling I know who.
Oh,
It's
shit.
like it's just baby.
Well,
Drink that whiskey, Jim.
I mean,
Jim.
if they did give us the ballroom, if they just like made it a meetup, again, it's a long flight for a meetup, but at NFT NYC 2022, it was just a meetup, and there's people who traveled hundreds of miles. I drove in, flew in, trained in. People came from a long way, just to do that, and that was a quick thing, and that was the NFT NYC, which in and of itself was its own event, but it was just people coming from literally, all over New England who just came just to say hi.
Yeah,
for 20 minutes. It was crazy. Ooh,
we'll figure it out. I'll make some calls and start figuring out what it costs to rent a room, size room, and it'll be fun.
Is X1 lurking here? X1, come in the chat. Come on. We know you're
X1.
here.
Come on.
I mean, I did reach out to
Come
X1
on, Cletus.
and
Come on, Cletus.
Come on, Cletus.
I did reach out to X1 already, to open the dialogue for collaboration. So,
So
You're
here's the thing.
saying there's a chance.
So here's the thing about collaboration. This is my only concern about collaboration. Upland can turn around and say, "Look at this nice event we put on." And it's like, no, this is Two Stupids event.
it's the community's event. We just happened to have a show and said that if they don't do it, we're going to do something. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
That's too funny.
no, I mean, and again, that's kind of the thing is Upland wants to collaborate. Do they want to come to your event? Too stupid. They just want someone to throw on the party so they don't have to do the work. I don't know.
I mean, if they pay for it, they don't have to do any of the work. We'll do the work.
Once again, not my event. I just threw it out there. Thank me later. Myself threw it out there last night, and we'll stream tomorrow too, so you guys can hear Thank Me Later's rant tomorrow morning.
No.
So.
Oh yeah.
It'd be like Jay and Silent Bob.
I'll sit there and eat my scrambled eggs while he goes off.
There you go.
Don't tell me when it gets.
Or you're gonna record on Saturday morning so you can just sit there and relax.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, instead of whiskey, you'll have scrambled eggs in your coffee. Just be sipping the scrambled. I can't.
That's how it's done. I mean, we did have the conversation, I think, where people were starting to do that math. People were asking, "Oop, there goes the cheese. There, she's back again." People were asking back in February, "When are you going to announce? When are you going to announce?" And everyone was saying, "Oh, it's in beginning of March." And then when we were in the second week of March, and it hadn't been announced, so people were already saying, "What if they don't have an event?" I think a lot of people said
That was me.
There's one. Do we still do something? I would still love to go see my friends, and Vegas is the right place to do it. And there was even that question of if Genesis Week was moved to another city, if that was the surprise, that was the announcement, would I want to go to another city than Vegas? And that was a hard decision. I mean, Vegas is a lot easier. A lot of people can fly in. It's more direct for most people because there's flights from every city in the U.S. and internationally. And I think that's what everyone was hoping for. So if we have a not in-person event, I think Vegas is not Upland Run Genesis event. I think that's the likely target.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But and it's like someplace I could drive to preferably.
You drove there already.
For me, I was like, oh, it's a cheap flight. She's like, I'll just drive there. Don't worry about it.
I like driving because if something happens, like you could just up and leave if you need to, like any emergencies.
Because there will be emergencies in Vegas because you went to Vegas.
I was headed to the airport and pulling out of the Sahara as an ambulance was pulling up my first year there.
Stuff happens. Well, what is that rule about Vegas, TML?
What happens in Vegas, you tell every single person you know.
No, that's what you tell TML. What happens in Vegas? And then he goes and tells Too Stupid. That was fun. It was good.
That's his brother, though.
I know it's his brother.
That was the interesting thing was I was in the cab. I was leaving. He goes, I think I might have just killed an uplander. And I'm like, and this is all in text, right?
Yeah.
and I'm like, and I'm like, what? He goes, I might have just killed an uplander. Somebody else is kind of going to nursing school, so they're trying to help us out right now. I'm like, what is going on in this room? And then he goes, and he's like, I'm just messing with you. I go, you're not messing with me.
No, at the time he wasn't messing with me.
I'm like, it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and no, you're not messing with me because you wouldn't have just randomly because I think at that point in time he realized he might have been saying too much until he wasn't really sure what was going to happen and if he was going to be held liable for it.
Well, I mean, that's why you don't do the text message. Come on. TML.
We had the EMTs cracking up though.
Yeah.
Well, he already mentioned there was an ambulance.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, yeah, that's what you get out of Vegas. I mean, so City Pigeon is talking about New Orleans. That'd be the same energy, right?
Nah, I hear that there's shit on and vomit on the streets every corner everywhere you walk. It's just gross.
Now, I was stationed down by New Orleans for 4 years, so we went there quite frequently, and it's not that bad. I mean, I haven't been there in 20 years, but
20 years.
Yeah, somehow I got old. I'm not really sure how that happened either.
Look at Cheese. They clean you up every night. So the vomit is less than 6 hours old, Cheese.
It's fresh.
So it's fresh. Exciting. It's so exciting to me. It's fresh. Freaking camera.
My gosh. There you go.
I can't get excited or anything. I have to just
turn it off, turn it back on again.
I just have to sit.
IT support. Have we switched it off and switch it back on again?
I can't be Italian.
Oh my God.
Italian. Okay. Continue.
So tell me. That's good.
I'm not telling you anything after that.
After that, show your hands, Jim. We don't know what you're doing over there. It's like that was way too sexy. Let me drink this whiskey. Okay. Yeah, I'll be good.
Here, Cheese. This is for you.
That was a good hit. Thank you.
Who sings it? Oh,
it's fresher than fresh, exciting. It's so exciting to me. I don't Google it, somebody. I can't move because you'll hear my click, 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 click.
I like your click, 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 click.
Do you?
Never mind.
Well, go ahead.
Is that Brian?
No, that's Grizzly.
Oh, Grizz.
Yeah.
Cause it's cool in the game.
Cool in the game. Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Well, I mean, that makes it better. I'm happy. Thank you, Cheese.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask the question. What could Upland do as a virtual event that would make it worthwhile?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What, are we going to walk around the cafe? They're going to change it up to make it look like Vegas?
No, and you guys get the correct answer before I even finish. But to take time off work for a freaking virtual event, as opposed to, I'm trying to take time off work. Again, I probably put more hours in over a 4-month period than most people do in 6 months or 8 months at work. And continue. And I'm doing that, and I'm going to say this is the one week period where I'm going to be able to take time off and go and do something that I want to do, And I'm not going to take the time off to sit at home and play these games. And so I'm going to be working at that time period. And if Upland did with this event, I wouldn't be participating or able to because I'm working in their hours.
Taking time, that's a good point. Imagine taking time off of work, vacation to sit in front of your freaking computer and do these events. That's so crazy.
No.
Otherwise, I can't participate because I'm working when these events happen.
Yeah. It was like the first G Week when they released the rings and they were out there.
Rule them all. Sorry, go ahead.
And all of a sudden the one of one sold and everybody was like, who was it? Who was it? Messages were going back and forth. And then finally 9 or 10 in the morning, Disney's like, it was me.
I hate the sheep shit. Wait, where is that from? That Chris Farley movie. He was telling a joke about plum pudding, and instead of plums, he put sheep shit to trick his brother. And he goes, and my brother ate it, sheep shit and all. He goes, wait, tell him the best part of the joke. He goes, oh, here's the best part of the joke. It was me. I ate the sheep shit. I have no brother. I gotta find out the name of that.
We're not trying to get Uplanders killed, TM.
Wait, what did he say?
Oh
God!
To go right on the slums.
Yeah, it wasn't the nice areas that are there in the release. But no, he went to, if your pigmentation is wrong, you might not walk out of it.
Oh my God!
There's areas like that.
There's areas that it doesn't matter what your pigmentation is if you walk.
Oh, there's that too. I mean, there's places that you don't stop at the stop sign, you just go.
I swear I used to live in the Bronx, but
there's good parts of the Bronx and bad parts of the Bronx. There's good parts
don't
of Cleveland. There's bad parts of Cleveland.
So
Glenville's not bad. The other one, sketchy.
So this is a good point, Cheese. What about this?
The good thing about having a Genesis, I'm not high, I promise. Having a Genesis Suite remotely, I just use getting high because I'm stupid. I'm like, oh, I'm so stupid. Let me say I'm high. All right. Genesis Suite remotely is I can finally attend one sitting naked Indian style like I always. Is nakedness allowed in Vegas?
Yeah.
I know California allows it.
James, what was right next to us during Genesis Week?
Oh yeah, there was that sex expo.
That
was a fetish.
It was porn awards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I went to the Starbucks.
That's where we got the tarot cards. That killed dope. If you guys haven't seen the movie, I'm gonna put the link for the movie. All the All-Star VIP suite peeps are in it. Go ahead, continue talking.
So that was one of the punchlines of the Genesis Week 2024. Went to the counter and I was talking to somebody about being part of being nominated for an award, and the lady at the counter is looking at me funny, and it took me a little while to realize it was because of the other convention going on in the building, the porn awards. And I was like, no, she must have been thinking at me and wondering questions the entire time. But that was this idea that it's only in Vegas. You're in Vegas. There's all of these automotive conventions. There's porn conventions. There's Upland. And now,
did you say Boeing conventions?
Boeing?
Boeing?
No.
Boeing?
There's porn conventions.
Wait, what did you say? Oh, porn.
Automotive conventions. There's all this exciting stuff. And then there's Upland. Once a year, all these nerds get to go together.
Perfect. Put NerdCon next to SexCon.
Yeah, it made sense. It made sense because you get certain people who are like, "Oh, I was gonna go, but the tickets were this amount." It's like you were gonna go? No. There. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're gonna own what you are. You're gonna own what you are. Was that which was this one on?
I think you said the Dr. Tid comment.
Yeah.
And that was fun. It was fun meeting everybody.
We know. We know, City Pigeon.
We know what it is.
We know what a bear is.
We're pretty old. We know.
We're old enough. We were there then. Oh, God.
I don't think you're big enough to be a bear, Goldie.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Wait, what are you eating there? Mr. Bear?
Okay. Check this out. Boom, 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 boom.
What the hell is that?
If you know what this is, you got to take the whole thing together.
Is that a scone?
Lump.
What is it? Stromboli?
This is what destroys your body when you eat it. This is a Costco chicken bake. Go ahead.
How many people would still come out if they didn't have since they're not having the live G Week, how many people would still come out? You think we hit 100 or 50?
I think at least 50.
Yeah, I bet you there's 50 people who would. Again, here's the thing, I was going to ask this question. What if they doubled the ticket price? Would you still go for it? And for me, I would because
I'd do 150.
I'm spending $1,200 just to get there and back, and maybe a hotel before I even start feeding myself and doing events and going here and there. So the extra $100 that would have been less than 10% increase in cost. So how many people do you think we can get there if we just had an event?
At least 50. At least 50, I think.
What if we charge $100 again to cover shared cost? Again, same thing as Upland.
But does it need to be that expensive if we cut some things out? Like if we don't have the happy hour drinks meetup, if we don't have the hackathon, do we have to?
Oh, we have the happy hour drinks meetup.
You have
just don't have an open bar
yourself. You just don't because I bet you they were spending about 30 to 40,000 on that open bar.
Yeah, easy.
That's where all the tickets went. I mean, I'm not joking. I looked at it and I was like, I looked at different people and I said, that person spent their tickets and boots tonight. That's just the way it was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But the Sarah has cheap rooms and they have smaller places that hold 100 people or so. And
can you say the name of the hotel again?
The Sahara.
Yes.
Oh, he said the Sahara.
No, he said. I thought he said Sarah. He said the Sarah.
The Sahara. The Sarah.
No, that's Sarah. I was like, tell me about the Sarah that you want.
Sarah, is that another hotel?
Yeah.
Are you talking about another hotel?
No.
The Sahara. The Sarah. Sorry, Jim. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just saying that they have smaller ones that can hold 90 to 100 people. And
title of your sex tape.
Yeah. Wow.
They have smaller ones that can hold 90 to 100 people.
Wow.
That deserves
well, that's fair, City Pitching. That's fair.
Whiskey slur.
Let's go to Sarah. We can go to Sarah.
Right. That can hold 90 to 100 people, Sarah. That's Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah's dirty. She's dirty.
Well, I mean, hey, that's what you get.
She from the street. What is that? What the kids say?
Oh my God!
I see. I'm trying to be hip.
You're hip, cheese. You're very hip.
My hips hurt. My hips don't lie.
now we're just openly brainstorming. So, price point between $100 and $150 people would pay. It doesn't have to have an open bar.
Nope.
We don't have to have a big fancy event like renting out an entire racetrack for 4 hours.
Nope.
Yeah.
A Don can come and play, and it won't cost anything because he's bringing his own band out, and they want to be there anyway, so they're not getting paid anything.
And then we could do karaoke with them doing songs in the background.
I
want to sing my Nirvana.
Live music karaoke is amazing, cheese. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm from New York.
Oh my God. Oh wow.
Wow, Bonnie Blue. I want to say something, but it's wrong.
Oh my God! I can't believe he said. Oh my God. His friend's band does. See, now he's.
Will he come for free?
He's pitching New Orleans now. No, if you go to New Orleans, you could have the band that's live karaoke.
Oh, nah.
City Pigeon, hit us up with a proposal. We'll give them beer, chicken. No, listen.
No.
I think we can afford this budget.
So
no.
New Orleans is dangerous, especially if you go down to Bourbon Street.
Mm-hmm.
Because
why do you want to go then? He's like,
because they during happy hour, which runs from like 2 to 5 p.m. So it's not really happy hour; it's happy afternoon.
Happy afternoon. Happy late afternoon.
And once you hit about like in June, it's gonna be hot. So they're 2 for $3. You're gonna be like, man, I have 3 beers for the price of 2, so I have to drink the first 2, so the third one is still cold when I drink it, and then all of a sudden you're out of beers, and then it just goes downhill from there, and then you end up drinking liquid crack and paying $18 for 3 slices of pizza, and it just ends bad.
$18 for 3 slices.
I mean, I've had that pizza before.
I mean, in New York, you could get dollar pizza. I'm not saying
dollar
how good
slice.
it is.
Yeah, dollar slice. Yeah.
You add 50 cents, you get a soda on the side.
Like, TM, why are you trying to get us all killed? You're like seriously trying to get us all killed.
Oh, gosh. Well, that was, and I don't know, that was the thing for me is
Kenny G. I used to love Kenny G. Sorry.
You're reading back in
Sorry, go ahead.
That's for the karaoke, Cheese?
No, it's a saxophone.
What Kenny G song was that?
Yeah.
Which one was that? What Kenny G song was that?
About half of
them. That's the song title. Wait, that's how it's spelled.
It's all different. It's all about the spaces and the do's that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. WW Dog, good to see you. What's up? I don't know what's up.
I don't know why I think of World Wrestling Dog.
So that was the thing about New Orleans, right? Is you get that whalebone in your hand, and what?
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
And you wake up the next day. It's good.
Hopefully you wake up the next day.
Yeah, I guess so. Alcohol poisoning's real.
Yeah.
It is real.
So is weed poison.
Shoot. I love how there's so much anonymity in Vegas and you don't talk about things for years afterwards after they happen. It's great. I love it. It's my favorite.
You would think so.
You would think so. Here's our argument to Upland that we should have an event. Remember at your event a couple years ago where somebody almost died?
No! What? He didn't mean that, X1, if you're here in the audience lurking. Nobody died. We all had a great time.
Great time.
There was no ambulance. There was no EMTs.
A bed by 11 o'clock. Everyone in their pajamas. It was.
And by the way, the EMTs thought we were the coolest freaking people on earth because when they came into the room, we had nothing but board games all over the table, and they're like, "Will you come to Vegas to play board games?" And we were like, "Yeah." And I'm not gonna say who, but somebody tried to flirt with the guy. Not me. It wasn't me. My husband was there.
Somebody that was trying to save somebody's life at the time.
Sure. Yep.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they
Maybe
earned
not,
it.
But
let's be honest. They earned it a little bit.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. I mean, if you're assistant helping somebody, you want to flirt with the EMT a little bit, you get the time. That's what Vegas is for.
The person got shut down, though.
Okay. This ring is real.
Yeah, that's right. He showed his wedding.
Yeah, this ring is real. It's there for a reason.
Yo, Vegas was the funnest freaking time in the world. Please don't take that away from us, Upland.
I mean, that's not a good comment. Look at today. Yeah, take it down.
So to say, if we hosted our own event there, what would be the time frame that we would run the event?
Would days? I mean,
no, it would be the front. You know, we do a meetup Thursday night at the bar, but you have to pay your own tab. So hopefully SC won't get licked on the leg again. And
okay, that helps.
That helps them. But and then on Friday we get together and we do stuff. How long? Like 9 to 3, 9 to 4.
Does it have to be that early?
No.
Well, you figured they do a city release at.
Oh yeah, that's right. The city release.
No, do you want? So you're saying let's get in a room together and do Upland city release, and essentially say we are doing a better version of Upland's digital event?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't want them to run us around and be like, okay, it's 2:00 now. Now we're doing this. Oh, we're gonna go on East Coast time. If you flew halfway across the country, you in trouble now.
Oh, I mean, we just do the city. Like, it was fun mending with everybody, but other than that, we'd set our own agenda with take the community's ideas and just roll with it.
It would be fun if like the city release messed up and everybody's like cursing and like last year.
Yeah, like last year.
It'd be funny if we actually had good internet for once because we weren't running Upland's event and we actually had a better experience than the people who were at home. That'd be great.
You know what? Let's not break tradition. Even like the bad times are tradition. So if it doesn't break, then it's not a tradition.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's the spinning wheel. If you get a spinning wheel of death and your screen is just sitting there glitched and people at home are minting right around you, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's why you travel to Vegas. That's why you travel halfway across the country.
That was awesome.
Or the world.
Or the world.
Yeah. Or the world.
I mean, like Sam Mahoney and Masuda are, I would consider that halfway around the world from where they came from.
So we should take a poll. We should take a poll. A Twitter poll, or maybe somebody create one now, and we could put the link, and we could share everybody. We could ask them to share the link to the Twitter poll in their respective Discords. Hopefully, Upland can do it too. We'll see how many people would be interested in a very watered down, community-run meetup in Vegas that was sort of kind of maybe perhaps probably coordinated with Upland. Do it, say it, put it just like that. Type just that.
How many people are interested in a
quasi? Well, look like I see Jim typing. So if he's typing,
I'm on it now.
I was doing it. Fine, you got it, Jim. Do it.
No, you go for it, Goldie. Go for it.
No.
See, I knew he was going to do that, Jim. Just you do it. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
You're too busy showing off your glasses, Goldie. Eat your Stromboli. Eat your Stromboli.
Okay, thank you.
With your little reindeer sweater.
Get to work, too stupid. I'm going to eat.
Is there chicken in there?
Yeah, it's called chicken bake. It's actually, so here's the thing. The trick to the chicken bake, anybody who goes to Costco, this is the best thing. Then you go to the little.
Put it by the camera. Let me see the inside.
No, you're just going to blow your mind, Cheese. Check this out.
Like I can't. You got to put your hand behind it. You got to put your hand. Yeah, like in the 80s. There's not. I mean, that looks like bread. I don't see chicken.
No, 80% of it is bacon. They give you a little bit of chicken and they fill the thing up with bacon.
I don't see bacon in there. All I see is bread.
No, it's bacon. This is
bacon. I don't see any bacon.
Here. There you go. There you go, Cheese.
You should have said title of your sex tape, Cheese. Come on, team.
Come on, teams. She's been saying title of your sex tape for like years.
It's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's where I got it from.
I know.
I'm telling the people at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, once you have that, too stupid, and you have it typed well, what I was gonna put in there is who's willing to spend $100 to $150 American cash for the most Upland experience you've had in your life.
I should have had Goldie write it because he's like, who's willing to spend $100 to $150 on the most exciting non-official Upland
most watered down.
No, not watered down. So we had so much fun at the Philadelphia meetup. We had a Philly meetup this year. It was not sponsored by Upland. They did not send me any cookies. They did not give us a special Block Explorer. Nothing.
Well, that's one thing I
That
would
was
love.
amazing.
I would
That
love
was amazing.
like Genesis Week USD Block Explorer sale to kind of help also fund the events, both virtual and
Kensington Ave. I don't know. See, we had an inside source, and we had our own special tour guide, and Upland Terra kept us from getting murderated. It was good.
murderated.
Yeah, we get murderated in Philadelphia.
It sounds like
good.
a Mary J. Blige song.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Get a murderated time.
There was all I know is the Jean was strong. The Jean was strong.
How would you like me to tweak this? Would you be interested in an unofficial Upland meetup in Vegas during G Week with a price of $100 to $150 to cover costs? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We're good with that?
And put the link in here in the comment section.
Yeah,
3
put it in
days.
the comment section.
How many days for this poll?
I would say, yeah, because let's run it until you run your show, and then promote the hell out of the poll.
Okay.
This is official.
Yeah.
This is officially unofficial.
Put the results on there, and then everybody who has a Discord, please share it, announce it. I'll announce it in Midem, and like give X1 a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And you haven't said that in a while, Goldie.
Wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tell them to like maybe put that somewhere in the announcements.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing:
Put the feelers out.
if you put the poll up for a week, too stupid.
Shelter.
You give Upland the opportunity to be like, oh, April Fools! See how excited the community was. And then we run the event anyway.
But as you said, that's the double piss off.
Right?
That's the double piss off.
Yeah, and when they do that, guess what we say? We're still running our non-official Upland event, and then we'll compete with them. And then
Imagine they say we just really wanted to see how much you actually cared. A lot.
Yeah,
Hello.
Lot. Yeah, that's why we're so mad.
Oh, post the link, Jim.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Put the whiskey down, Jim.
Yeah.
It said it's failed. It doesn't like my link.
Are you kidding me?
That's
Here, I'll put it in the
fault.
private chat and let Goldie put it in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So wait a minute. I couldn't. Oh, I wasn't allowing you link. Oh, that makes sense.
You know,
It
I
says,
do see.
This comment has failed to post to the MetaVenturist.
Well, that's it. Is I don't allow people to post nasty bullshit. But now
I do see the Alec Baldwin thing unspoken for City Pigeon. Like a slight resemblance.
See, here we go. We have entertainment built in right now. Too stupid. We're gonna get City Pigeon coming in. He's gonna be an Alec Baldwin impersonator. Done deal. Sign autograph.
Why did it direct me to I almost myself.
You know what?
That was good. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, I was like rechecking my link. I'm like, wait, what?
What did you paste, Goldie? What did you paste?
TM's on a roll tonight.
Oh yeah.
Come on, people, vote. Because like if we do that, if we get enough votes, we get enough interest. And don't
vote. Oh, and retweet. Vote and retweet.
Okay, hang on. I gotta go into there right now. All right. Hang on. Where am I going?
Everyone, read and vote on this.
Oh, there's the private.
Well, not everyone. Uplanders.
No, everybody.
Everyone.
We want
got a lot
everyone
of
to be. Okay, so what was the
Pornhub
question?
people on the
Oh.
we have another sex convention.
Hold on, guys. I didn't read the context. Okay. Remove the Upland communities. Would you be? I'm going to share the link. Here we go. All right. Is this it? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. There's this. I'm going to remove this.
This is fun.
Okay, this will be fun in a second.
Somehow I fat fingered and missed the A. Okay.
No, that's not what I'm going to be punchlining. There is a punchline here though.
I read it to you, and you told me it was good.
Yeah, sometimes.
Wait, what do you say? Are you saying his thing isn't good?
No, it's great.
And so who keeps their Twitter on light mode? Kill me right now.
Would you be interested in an unofficial, let's just remove Upland, unofficial meetup in Vegas during G Week?
Okay.
With a price of $100 to $150 to cover costs. Now we have global appeal. It's not just Uplanders. Anyone who wants to come to G Week can come, and we're gonna have a great time. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, that was good.
Like it.
I appreciate it.
No.
No. Hey,
troll. Troll.
And this is what's important. What's important is this one right here. Yes.
6 votes. Yes. Oh, someone said no.
What?
Someone said no. How dare you?
You're throwing out the numbers. Why would you do that?
How dare you?
Here we go. And you know the worst part is somebody in the audience had to do it because who else would know to check the poll?
Right.
Bloody well right. And you can look at this column right here. Look at this. I'm gonna look at this. Oh, I gotta zoom way in. Do one of these. Oh, look at that. Good post today, buddy.
Yeah, I liked it and I retweeted it.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
X1 says it's not an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, here's the thing. Didn't they do that to a previous April Fool's Day joke where they're like, "Oh, we promise it's not an April Fool's Day joke."
Yeah.
And it was? Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. This year will be all digital. I don't know. I mean, even if it wasn't that, I mean, maybe it's a gimmick and they're like, "Oh, you're in person, but it's also digital." I don't know.
Unspoken. Good. Goldie's going to be doing all lap dances.
Oh yeah, who's asking about lap dances?
He accepts quarters.
Cool. I only take cash. Slip them in there. Yeah,
quarters or carrots.
You put
and you can slip it in. You can slip it in there, all right.
In the little pouch. There's plenty of room.
In the back.
I call that my quarter pouch. Oh, jeez. Yes. Here. See?
Bermuda.
Yeah, people asked about Bermuda. Isn't it April Fool's Day joke? And they wouldn't clarify. And they kind of did say, "Oh, no, it's not." And then, yeah. Then Bermuda was half an April Fool's Day joke.
You know what, though? And I say this a lot, and I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on. I feel like, and I asked Helly in G Week. She was so awesome. I loved her. It was amazing. And he said, does Upland... is Upland doing social experimentation? That's like in the Fallout vault. Yeah. She was like, "Ooh." Like I gave her a good idea. So like, what if all of this is just a social experiment and they wanted to see how much do they really care about G Week? You guys want to see Michonne? I actually beated Michonne from The Walking Dead.
Oh,
isn't that cool?
You've been busy, huh?
You've
been busy at beating.
Yeah.
She's gonna samurai her brothers and use them as bodyguards.
That's how it's done. You cut off the lower jaw and you just bring them around.
Cut their arms.
What would we call our event?
What did I call the event for Philly this year? It was unofficial. What?
The WD Vegas. Watered down.
Oh my God! I would say that's the name. Watered Down Vegas Meetup.
And I'm okay with that.
Or Genesis Week. Watered Down Genesis Week.
Who's going to have expectations with the name Watered Down Vegas?
Yeah, we call it Watered Down. And what we do is we still do an open bar. Okay? But
of water.
But the drinks are way watered down. So you could
have as much tap water as you want.
Exactly.
That could be
free water all around.
Yeah.
But not just any water because they'll expect bottles.
No.
Tap water.
Tap water. Tap water. That's how it's done. There you go. So what are we calling this? Watered down
Genesis week.
Genesis week.
WDGW.
Watered down
40 ounces of St. Ives.
Ooh.
Remember that?
I bet you if we get enough people early on, we can get some cheap WDGW shirts 2025 made up.
So you know, Upland had swag, and there was this idea of like, did the swag bag just like fall out of somebody's purse and they just swept it up, or did is that something that the neighbor at the complex where Upland has their offices had misordered and they just swept it together and put it in bags?
And my husband works at a merchandise printing company.
Oh, okay.
He does, and he can say it fell off the truck. Pretty good.
No.
I love
TM is so hood tonight.
TM, where is he? St. Ives Laser, King Cobra. Oh my God. Palo Viejo. Remember that?
See, Patient agrees. We just do Boone's Farm. We do like 6 handles of Boone's Farm.
What's Boone's Farm?
Oh, it is nastiest bull crap.
It was the easiest thing you could get a hold of when you were 18, 19 years old or younger.
So they take Kool-Aid cheese, and then they put a little bit of like vodka in it, and they go, "It's wine, we promise." It's not wine. It's not wine.
No.
I don't know. That doesn't sound so bad. Kool-Aid and
Unspoken Bullet, Mad Dog 2020 on him. There you go.
There you go.
What's that?
I bet you.
Wait. What's Mad Dog?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, come on, jeez.
No, I don't know.
Oh my God.
No, Mad Dog.
See, look, I got excited on my screen.
Oh my God.
That's what happens when the cheese.
Oh
wait,
my
did it just
God.
fix itself? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
No
yeah,
more snaps.
Yeah.
No more snaps
Like-
for me.
Yeah.
You've never heard of Mad Dog 2020?
Nope.
You want to get wasted, but you don't have much in your pocket. Mad Dog 2020.
But what is it?
It's like Kool-Aid, and then they drop some liquor in it. It's like vodka, and then
And
you drink it,
cocaine?
and then you pass out.
I wouldn't. It's like malt liquor.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's flavored.
It's
It's
bad.
flavored bullcrap. Is what it is.
But that's it.
That's what it is.
Oh no, it's horrible for you.
Yeah, it makes
It's like drinking embalming fluid.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I think it's one of those. It's one of those liquors where they say like we
I got
tested
pictures
this.
of it if you want to share it.
And the methanol
Yeah.
levels. Yeah, here we go. And the methanol. There you go. And the
oh,
methanol
that looks
levels
so
in here
pretty.
are so much
It's
higher
not
than
pretty.
all those.
It looks so pretty.
Oh,
Kiwi,
so-
strawberry, and grape. I'll do the kiwi, strawberry, and grape.
See, fine. And for everybody who wanted me to get things switched up, see, Cheese, you're up top.
But I mean, put a comment and then take it down. It's
No,
not
I'm not leaving it
difficult.
there. I don't need to be on here. There we go.
Well, you could pretend you're TM.
Okay. Well, I could be Dopest Crew.
Dopest crew.
Pizza and beer. Well, that was the thing. Is like, I was just gonna say. I mean, this is not saying altruism is altruism, or we have to do, we have to do rich or poor. But I mean, I bet you if we did something like that,
Richard
where
Pryor.
what? What'd you say?
Sounds like Richard Pryor. Sounds like you said Richard Pryor, but you said Richard Poor.
Rich or poor. We don't have to do rich or poor, but I mean, there's plenty of things like. What are you covering your mouth for?
Because I say things and it's not fair
Say
to
good,
you.
say good. So it's. I don't want to play that game, but I mean, you could also do something where I could see people wanting to sponsor event and sponsor, things to happen if it's a matter of cost and shared cost. We can find a way to have a
If
good
you
experience.
make your own wine and you want to promote it, send it to Vegas, the
Oh
Sahara,
my God!
and we'll drink it and we'll promote it. Y'all.
This event is brought to you by Mad Dog 2020. That's, you know what? Too stupid. We took care of all the costing issues. It's been solved. The tickets are still $100 to $150, but it's going to be this incredible event. We're going to be flying in all these bands around the world, and all we have to do is say Mad Dog 2020 a bunch and stream it online. Done
I
deal.
love it.
Okay.
Bringing Mad Dog back.
Mad Dog,
We're bringing Mad Dog back. Yeah.
I'm just sad the St. Ides
Brother.
Special Brew is no longer in production.
Is it not? That sucks. I was intrigued.
No. I don't know.
Maybe on eBay.
On eBay. Oh, jeez.
I think I bought a Crystal Pepsi on eBay like 10 years ago.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was. I liked Crystal Pepsi.
No, I was asking if it was good that when you bought it, it was several years old.
No, it was like right after they canceled it. And I drink diet soda, so I like weak soda.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll even like shake my soda just so it loses some of the fizz.
Well, and I'm not going to put anyone on the spot or blow anyone up. We have some Uplanders who are always like, I've got all these music connections. We could have a bigger event than Upland if anybody actually followed through with their I've got this musical connection and they're best friends with me and what?
Blando.
Oh, did you eat up your banana pipe? Jeez.
Blando. Who is that has-been band he hangs out with?
Yeah, that one?
Yeah. What's the name of that? I forget their name. Nickelback? No.
Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. Ooh.
You know it, Goldie.
What band? Oh, I know the band. Are we
What did say the name?
Oh, I thought I thought the bit was we weren't going to say it.
Oh.
Do you want us? I mean,
if I knew it, I'd shout it out.
Oh my god! No, it was. Yes, we do know people who know people, and just leverage those. Oh, there's Too Stupid, sending a message to. Did we get it done? Too Stupid. We got a band booked. Okay, good deal.
Now I'll put that on you with your hookups.
Oh no, it was supposed to be Uplando's hookups, but that's okay.
Well, your best friend hookups.
That'd be good. So I guess the question at this point is, if Upland turns this into a April Fool's, we're actually having an event, would you rather go to the Upland official event, or would you rather go to the Superior, non-Upland, unofficial event?
Wait, are you saying to choose from Watered Down or the official?
No, would you rather go to Watered Down?
What question is this? The Watered Down is because there's no official. If there was an official, there'd be no Watered Down.
I don't know. I'm just saying I'm a little upset that they if they did an April Fool's Day joke, I'd be doubly upset. I'd be upset that they thought they could play the game.
I'm telling you what they need to say to make it right. We made a mistake. I'm sorry.
I still think it's their worst April Fool's prank ever. Okay. That's still where I'm at. It is still the way, because it just makes no logical sense at all.
Like April Fool's is supposed to be funny, not scary and depressing.
Painful.
But look, okay. They had Miles where Dizzy lost his absolute mind.
I don't even know why. Who cares about Miles? I don't really care. Dizzy's okay. He'll be okay.
But then when everybody melted down with the natural disasters,
I love that.
Oh,
I love that
about the natural disasters.
I love natural disasters. That's gamification right there. I don't know why they were mad. Why are you mad, bro? Zombies, give it to me.
And then Bermuda was a good one last year. That was a good one.
That was good. So, that was the only good one. The other ones were like, but the Bermuda one was like a reverse Uno card April Fool's.
But you don't mess with G Week.
You don't mess with G Week.
You don't mess with Vegas and G Week.
No.
And what the punchline would be if it was an April Fool's Day joke. We were specifically saying, like, hey, and I've said this for months, hey, if I don't book the time off soon, I can't book the time off. If you don't tell me soon, it's going to cost me, as well as other people, more money to go and do this. And now they delay it 4 days to an April Fool's Day joke when they could have just announced it today or yesterday or whatever the case was.
Don't do that.
That That would be insult to injury.
And team, if you could find that would be amazing. The flute YouTube short, please.
But you can always book time off and then cancel it later. It's easier to book time off early and cancel it later.
Not when I used to work. Not when I used to work.
Really?
Because in January, when the time would open, you had to grab whatever you wanted, or else you could never get it. Or you had to like bribe the person who got your week first. And be like, and then people would do it just so that they can get the good weeks, so that they can be like, oh, what will you give me for this? Sort of thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, people are malicious. And like this is actually late to plan anything as it is.
So yeah, so this one of the last weeks of school, or is the last week of school, you could have a high school graduation in some parts of the country that week. Could you imagine taking that time off work, preventing somebody from getting the time off they wanted, and then you're like, just kidding. Oh my gosh. That's a good way to get yourself
exactly. Yeah. Imagine you had the time and you were like, okay, now I could go visit my mother-in-law then a month later, and you cancel your time off. It was like, and you get it back.
Oh my God. It's a good way to behave in the office.
Musita's asking me a question. I'm asking him if he's okay for me to ask it here.
Yeah, I want to know the question.
No offense taken. I love cheese is me. I am cheese, therefore I am.
There you go. The natural disasters.
That would have been a hootenanny.
We're like, oh crap! You just spent like, ooh, I heard a chew. You spent millions and millions of UPX on renting Spark and built all these structures. Now they're gone. April Fools. That would have been good.
Oh,
they actually did it.
man.
Great.
All right, hold on. I gotta look for your show now. I gotta send it to Musita.
My show? Oh, the link.
Yeah, he wants me to ask a question.
Okay.
I don't want to send him here.
Don't send him that porn link. Don't do that. The porn link.
He'll come on the show by mistake. Ask your question.
Bring him in. Hey, put you on the spot. Ask your question. Ask it live.
So he wants to know, do we remember when Dirk said Upland would launch a new city in the West Coast to drop the Manhattan floor price? He thinks around January 2022.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They said that we were intentionally doing this expansion in order to help bring down Manhattan floor price. And they said that was part of the reason why they did the expansion of New York City. Why they did it the way they did it was because they were taking price pressure off New York City to bring down the price of Manhattan.
Why?
Why? They told us they were trying to make Manhattan cheaper.
Why?
Because they didn't want it to be too high. They didn't want runaway costs. Why did they do it? Because they were more concerned about new people coming in than they were about the people who were already here.
New people don't go to New York. New people go elsewhere.
Jeez, why are you spicing me up? But
I like it when you're spicy.
But Musita, what you just said is the punchline. The punchline is yes, they absolutely did say that. And when you really did the math, that was the absolute truth. They were more concerned about new people coming in than there were people here. And how many people who aren't in Upland right now want to go to a fun event in Vegas? We're calling it G Week.
Watered down G Week.
Watered down. I really like that name.
Who wants a watered down G Week?
WD-40 G Week.
WD-40.
Yeah. Oh, but at the time that the floor price in Manhattan was $250,000 UPX. It got insane.
They did a great job though bringing it down.
They did.
Isn't stuff supposed to be natural?
No.
Why are you going to do artificial stuff? I don't like that. I don't care.
Manhattan was sold out, and then San Francisco was pushing to sold out, and like everything was just like down. City. But it freaked them out. All of a sudden, like everything was sold out, and they didn't know what to do.
Open up a new city.
Or you do what we did in Chicago, which was you had those reserved properties, and then we sold them at a premium which screwed up all the floors in all those neighborhoods. That was good too. I'm sorry. I'm getting spicy.
Yeah, we gotta wait until they agree to our watered down G Week before we get too
I don't
spicy.
have to agree to it. We'll just roll with it.
You're ready for the spicy bit?
True that.
Or the reality? The reality is we get animated because we care, because we enjoy the game, the community, and I am spicy because I wanted that event. I wanted that to be the energy that brought us around again to next year. I wanted to be able to have something to carry forward into 2025 and to the rest of 2025. That was an experience that made me want to keep playing Upland for another 12 months. And that's what G Week is.
Yes. It's the hype afterwards and the excitement, and then it's the build up to G Week.
A 2-month build up, right? They tell us the date, and then by the time they start saying, "Oh, more details to come about hackathon," and then there's that build up, and then they release the contest, and there's a contest for a couple of weeks, and then the live presentations at G Week, and they tell us, "Oh, we'll have more details closer to G Week," and then you wait for those more details. Now there's no details to wait for because there's no live event. Yeah, except for the watered down version, which will be much better and superior.
Which will be better because it'll be like, for us, by us.
For us, by us, and I mean, partially sponsored by Mad Dog 2020.
It'll be FUBU.
It'll be FUBAR is what it'll be, Cheese. It's going to be FUBAR.
FUBAR.
Not FUBU, FUBAR. Oh my gosh. Anybody who's familiar with the term, yes, it will be FUBAR, but you will love it and you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. Too stupid for president, 2025. All right.
I used to whiskey jump faces for me.
I'm going to turn this back around because I don't usually run this long to just talk about one topic. I guess the last piece is all said, be all, end all. What are we drinking at Vegas this year?
Oh my God.
When Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog
and Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm. And hit us up and we'll sponsor this event and get it done.
Yeah, and share that link in your Discords, in your Twitters, anywhere in your MySpaces. I don't know.
MySpace.
I don't know.
Blue Sky.
Did they bring it back?
Blue Sky, Twitter, X. Tony's Pizza Superlative.
Don't mention pizza. Don't mention pizza.
No pizza.
No pizza.
No pizza. Oh shoot. You got anything else too stupid?
No. Nope. Just we'll coordinate this. We'll make this happen. And if this is an April Fool's joke, it is absolutely cruel and mean. Don't forget to check out 31 Uplanders in 31 Days. And tomorrow morning, Saturday, March 29th at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, we'll be streaming Thank Me Later's Rant Why I Eat Scrambled Eggs.
That sounds good. Yeah, he's gonna flip. I mean, I know I've already seen him flip a little bit on this, but he's gonna flip. So I'm gonna work tomorrow though because it's life.
Well, to answer Anderson really quick, I don't know. Like I know a lot of OG players that are still around, and every time I look at the Upland Discord, well, I always see the new player icon and a lot of people who actually come in and talk. And even for the Wars event, we had a bunch of new people again, and a bunch of new people in the first Wars. That's why I want Upland to kind of give the new players something to do in these events, because that would be vital to keep them coming back. But yeah, I do see with every player that leaves, there's more players that are coming in. I'm still personally making money in Upland. You know, they might get me angry. You don't want to fight, but I've made out of every project out there, I made the most money with Upland, so I can't be too mad at them. That's my 2 cents.
My 2 cents are thank you so much, More Cheese. Thank you, Too Stupid to Win, coming on tonight. I'm spicy.
Spicy.
I'm spicy. I'm spicy about this. Again, if it is an April Fool's Day joke, I'll probably cry. But I'm looking forward to community. And I think doing it instead of Upland unofficial event is going to be a good way to maintain that community. So looking forward to it. And
I can't do sandwiches.
You know what we can do, Cheese?
What?
Let's do a Broadcaster of the Year award and just give it to Too Stupid alone and see how TML feels.
My God.
And on that note,
you just want to unhinge the guy.
I love the guy. That's why I want to unhinge him. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love him.
He is at his most entertaining when he is spicy. So is Goldie, though. So am I.
Right.
Yeah, it's good to be spiced. It's good to be spiced. So, good to be spiced. So, thank you for coming in again, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. PT, Cafe Nightly Show. Yeah, I think I'll keep doing it. Maybe if they do the April Fool's Day joke, maybe I won't. But again, even though this is something that I wasn't expecting or hoping for, I think we're gonna persevere and make it through. Thank you so much for being in tonight. Thank you again, Too Stupid and More Cheese. And we will we'll look forward to more details to the watered down but somehow better Genesis Week 2025 events. Thank you. Have a great night, and don't get in trouble with your Mad Dog 2020.